Hi, everyone. I'm Steve Adubato. We are honored to be joined all the way from the nation's capital. He's not the mayor of Washington, D.C. He's the mayor of Atlantic City, but he's in the nation's capital. Mayor Marty Small. Good to see you, Mr. Mayor.
Yes. Thank you for having me, Steve. Hello to your viewing audience. And even though I'm in D.C., it's a great day here in the city of Atlantic City.
I love it. I love it. Hey, do a favor for us. You and I were just talking before we got on the air. You greeted the Vice President, Kamala Harris, as she got off the plane to come into Atlantic City for the NAACP National Convention. What was the most significant outcome, not just of her speech, but of the convention overall from your perspective?
Well, the title this year was "This is Power." And, we feel that as African Americans, we play a major role in, the election process. And, it was said that after Atlanta election in 2021, we went to sleep. And there's no time to go to sleep. A lot of people, unfortunately, even I always say this locally, your local elections are, more important because you can reach out and touch people. But some people tend to only vote when it's a presidential election because it's the thing to do. It's all over social media. But, elections are important and elections have consequences, wins or losses. So this is a big midterm election. There's a lot at stake. We talked about, we felt that the country is going backwards. This was a major shot in the arm for the great city of Atlantic City. We had over 8,000 people at the national convention, and the city showed itself well. And, personally, you watch it on TV all the time. Not just here in our country, but all over the world. When Air Force One lands, at the bottom, there's some type of dignitaries. And for me to be the only one there to greet the vice president, that was definitely a historic moment for me. And she kind of echoed what she said at the convention. She said, look, Mayor, first she asked about Atlantic City and told her exciting things that we're doing. And of course, I told there's a great day here in the city of Atlantic City. And I even got a great day out of her. I said, can we say great day? She said, great day. But then she said that it's important, this election coming up. And, she kind of fired up the speech. And afterwards, I was a part of a roundtable with other New Jersey state legislators talking about reproductive rights, which is extremely important considering the unfortunate decision that was overturned by the Supreme Court.
Mr. Mayor, the other issue, Mayor Small, that other than reproductive rights, it's a huge issue in Atlantic City, is the issue of food insecurity. Talk specifically about the work that is being done in Atlantic City, along with the Community Food Bank in New Jersey, our friends over there, that we are attempting to create greater public awareness around food insecurity issues. And also its involvement in, there's a grant, if I'm not mistaken, $500,000 grant connected to food insecurity that went to a variety of organizations in Atlantic City to address the issue of food insecurity. Please talk about it.
Yes, specifically during the pandemic, I have to give kudos to CREDA, the Casino Reinvestment Development Authority. They poured millions and millions of dollars along with Hard Rock and other unions, Local 54, the building trades, the AFL-CIO. They knew that a lot of people during the pandemic needed help, and millions of dollars was poured into, to assist with people making sure that they got, healthy meals. I mean, the lines were amazing. We're in a little better place now, but with Atlantic City being a food desert, we're still, ready to break ground on the ShopRite, which is the first major supermarket in Atlantic City in decades. And us at the city of Atlantic City, our senior services department, under the leadership of Rashida Nelson and Brian Gunter, we're actively engaging organizations. As a matter of fact, we're setting up a meeting with a group out of Philadelphia who identified Atlantic City as a place that they want to do weekly food giveaways. So we're going to continue to make sure that our residents have all that it needs while we continue to navigate through the waters with the supermarket coming to town.
But along those lines, Mr. Mayor, there have been many, it's not me who's saying this, it's just many, many people talk about there continuing to be two Atlantic cities, the casinos and we hope they do well, and the revenue matters, and the support for other programs from the profits of AC casinos matter. But in many ways, there are people who argue that there are two cities, one on the boardwalk, and then the rest of the city. To what degree does that thinking align with the reality of Atlantic City, that there continue to be two very different cities there?
Well, that started under the Christie administration. The bill was authored S11 that bifurcated the city into two parts, the tourism district and then the rest of the city. However, with our relationship with the state of New Jersey, with our relationship with the casino industry, with our relationship with CRETA, we don't see it as that. Can the casinos do more? Yes, and they said it themselves. I had a conversation with resorts owner Morris Bailey, who said that, they should be doing more. I don't look at it that way. My focus obviously is on the residents of Atlantic City as well as tourists. The city is on the move. This is going to be a record-breaking summer here in the city of Atlantic City. There's a lot of jobs and opportunities out there, and that's why I'm in the nation's capital now to bring an infrastructure program to create high-paying jobs for residents of Atlantic City in a partnership with Exelon and Atlantic City Electric. So should more be done? Yes. Will it be done? Absolutely. And that's my job as mayor, to make sure that everyone is rowing in the same boat for one Atlantic City.
Before I let you go, Mayor Small, every mayor of every city, particularly in urban communities where crime is very real, I ask this question of, what is the most pressing issue connected to crime for you and the other residents of Atlantic City?
It's economics. If you provide people with opportunity, no matter the background, a lot of people come from disadvantaged circumstances. This administration is teaching Atlantic City residents how to win and win on their own. Because as you know, Steve, the pandemic taught us all one thing: no jobs are guaranteed. So we get creative. So what I've done as mayor is to create the Mayor's Office Small Business Academy, which is a 10-week program. It's ran by John Harmon and the New Jersey
John
State
Harmon from the African American Chamber of Commerce.
Yep. Yes, Chamber of Commerce. This is the second cohort. We also are teaching the community how to invest. We have a second cohort of investment coming up in the fall. We're going to teach people how to improve their credit. And then at the end of the year, we're going to teach people how to build a financial plan. As far as violence and crime, you're never going to stop it. It's an urban community. But what I've done, unlike any other mayor, we have an anti-violence program called One Neighborhood Evolution. And I'm going to just tell you some stats. As you know, Steve, I have a saying: men, women, political opportunists lie, but the numbers and facts don't. Last year, this time, there was 8 murders in Atlantic City due to gun violence. This year, there are no murders in Atlantic City due to gun violence. And I want to give kudos to the programs and some of the things that we're doing to let Atlantic City residents know that it's more than the streets. We have 1 murder overall, but that was a drug situation. We're headed in the right direction. We're doing fascinating things for children, a lot of free programming. And as I often say, the rumors of Atlantic City's demise are greatly exaggerated. And this is a great time in Atlantic City, and we are all the way back.
Mayor Marty Small may be in DC, but his heart, how corny is this, is still in AC. You like that, Marty?
I like
it. That was terrible.
Well, can I get a great day out of you? Can we say great day?
It's a great day. It is a great day. That's Marty Small. He's the mayor of Atlantic City. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Think Tank with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation. Funding has been provided by Kane University, Community Food Bank of New Jersey, Valley Bank, Atlantic Health System, the New Jersey Economic Development Authority, Operating Engineers, Local 825, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, the Turrell Fund, supporting Reimagine Childcare, and by NJM Insurance Group. Promotional support provided by NorthJersey.com and Local IQ, part of the USA Today network, and by the New Jersey Business and Industry Association.
NJM Insurance Company has been serving New Jersey policyholders for more than 100 years. But just who are NJM's policyholders? They're the men and women who teach our children, the public sector employees who maintain our infrastructure, the workers who craft our manufactured goods, and New Jersey's next generation of leaders, the people who make our state a great place to call home. NJM, we've got New Jersey covered.